Just real quickly, I'm going with the inconsistencies that are being told in this case by supporters, especially Danelle. Now, Danelle did say on her TikTok that no rape exam was performed on Darlie. They didn't want to do it. They got that misconception because Jimmy Patterson said he didn't think there was one done, but there actually was one done. Even Rich on RJP, Darlie Routier on episode 29, he says, oh, there never was a rape exam done. That's a lot of people don't know that. Episode 29 on RJP YouTube, the Darlie Routier case. I'm friendly with him. He's a nice guy. But he did say a lot of people don't know that there wasn't a rape exam done. In fact, this is Darlie's appeal asking for post-conviction forensic DNA testing. And what she requested was, applicant requests access to the partial rape kit performed on her at Baylor. That's a far cry from it wasn't ever done. In order to test for evidence for DNA. The subject of a rape kit was raised on January 25, 2005, hearing before this court. Detective Patterson of the Railroad Police Department was questioned by the state regarding the existence of a rape kit. Patterson recollected that a rape kit had been discussed but not performed. A subsequent review of the trial testimony and Miss Router's medical records demonstrates, however, that a partial rape kit was performed. The following trial testimony is from Nurse Cotner, Jody, who tended to Darlie during the attacks. Now, later on, did you try to coordinate some type of rape exam? Yes, sir, I did. Why was there a rape exam conducted or going to be conducted? I don't know why it was brought up. I don't know of it. I don't know who decided to do it. One of the residents asked me, how do we set up a rape exam for someone that's in intensive care? And I called the emergency department and found out who the OBGYN was on call for that day and set that up through Dr. Santos and Dr. Gogol. Okay, and what did you say to her? I tried to ask if she understood what we were going to do. Did she understand what a rape exam was? I explained to her that we didn't do a full rape kit at Baylor because those are done at Parkland, but she did understand what it would be like, just a normal GYN exam. With what she okay with that? I asked her, did she think she had been raped? What was her response? She told me something like, well, I woke up and felt pressure down there. Detective Patterson, who also testified that Routier said she had felt some pain, and Patterson asked her if she would submit to a rape test. Patterson testified that the result of this test was negative. Applicant's medical records from the OBGYN exam showed that cultures were taken and sent for testing, including wet smear. Dr. Johnson, applicant's DNA expert, recommends that the results of this OBGYN be tested for DNA. Sexual assault has long been suggested as a potential motive for the intruder in this case, and evidence of sexual assault would fatally undermine the applicant's conviction. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Knowing criminals, if you look at cases of rape, and it's a bad word to say on YouTube, but it is what it is. If you look at these kind of cases, the criminal, if there are children involved in that, they would use the children as a pawn to get the mother to be quiet and submit. In general, this is what they, you do this or I'm going to kill your kids. Right? And another thing that I always found interesting was that Darlie said that this man was attacking her, but he didn't say anything to her. He didn't utter a word. He didn't say anything. Nothing. And usually there's commands. Generally there's commands. Every crime case is different. But this just goes to show, when someone says, and I like Rich, but Danelle said there was never a rape exam performed. And Rich, RJP on YouTube, go check him out. He's a nice guy. But he did say a lot of people don't know that there was no rape exam done. He said that. I was going to clip it and put it here, but that live is quite long. It's on his channel, RJP, episode 29. And I'm telling you, I get along with Rich. So I'm not trying to, he could be misinformed. I don't know. But there was one done, and it yielded nothing.